And a man, kid, woman from the Western world is the recipe for disaster. Here's a man who is sitting here going off, and it would seem like he's just upset about nothing, like somebody just yelling. But the man is basically saying, my life is destroyed because he married a loose woman.
Why would you say that?
Fix it.
Why would you say that?
Thank y'all so much for clicking on this video. It is your girl Chantel. Y'all, we're gonna dive into it today. Y'all see from the title, y'all see from the thumbnail, Corey Holcomb basically warning men to not get married. And though the warning is fair, the warning is balanced, and I can understand the logic behind the warning, it makes me wonder, what does that mean for unmarried pick-me's? And when I say unmarried pick-me's, when I say pick-me's, I mean women who claim that they want to serve a man, obey a man, be under the man's leadership. Do I dare say the word submit?
No.
Because if the type of man we want are saying, yeah, I'm not going to get married in this Western world. And let's be clear, a pick-me cannot date a simp, right? A pick-me and a simp is oil and water. We cannot do simps. We have to do the masculine man, the men who are aware of this red pill knowledge, aware of the manosphere. And a lot of times these men aren't lining up to marry in the West, right? So if we have pick-me's in the West, though few, and the men that we want are saying, I'm not getting married in the West, what does that leave for us? What options do we have? Where does that lead us? Right? That's what we want to dive into today. But before we do, y'all go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I want to finish this video. I'm going to start it over. Let's listen to what Corey has to say, and then I'll give my thoughts on the matter. Let's take a listen.
This is a likely scenario in the United States of America when you marry a woman and try to build your life with her. This is the likely scenario. I'm telling you, man, like,
first of all, back up. Let me give some context. So in this live stream, he showed a clip of a famous guy. I really don't know who it was. Apparently, his wife is divorcing him and taking half of what he got, half of what he worked hard for. So Corey is basically analyzing that, listen, in the West, if you're getting married to one of these broads who don't know their duty, don't know their role, they are going to eventually divorce you and take all your hard work with them.
studies have been done on marriage. Marriage is a foolish commitment if you have anything going for you, especially if you're healthy. Because if you're healthy and you get married, you're going to mess around and have a kid pop out of there. And a man, kid, woman from the Western world is the recipe for disaster. Here's a man who is sitting here going off, and it would seem like he's just upset about nothing, like somebody just yelling. But the man is basically saying, my life is destroyed because he married a loose woman. I'm telling all you guys, this is about to lead to some of the stories that we are about to talk about today on the show. Marriage is literally a concept that is played out. You cannot get married in the United States of America. You have to put together a contract with the heifer you have fallen insane for.
Now, you know, as heartbreaking as that is to hear, there are a lot of truths to it, right? And if we were to really put our pride and ego to the side as women, as Black women, we will realize that the society, the current marriage laws and the court laws aren't in men's favor. So if we care about men's best interests as much as we claim we do, then we would understand why a lot of men are choosing to not get married. Instead of getting in our feelings, instead of saying that they're trying to dodge commitment, instead of trying to make up all kind of excuses to shame them, we would really take a step back and say, you know what? Yes, I can understand. But because so many of us were brainwashed to be selfish, because the feminist movement,
Feminists, lies,
brainwashed us into thinking that we're supposed to be the center of the world, the center of a man's world. He should disregard all the court laws and everything that's set up against him and still marry us, still give us the highest honor in his life, even though we have the ammunition to turn around and destroy his life. But with that being said, what does that leave for those of us who actually has Black men's best interests at heart, who actually want to marry a man and play our part? And I'm gonna say the trigger word again: obey.
No.
Where does that lead us? And this reminds me of the conversation we had a while back about Simone Biles. I'll pull up the comments again because I'm always referring to this comment because this comment spoke volumes. It's going to take us putting knees to chest and proving ourselves to these men that we are different than the hyenas, that we won't use them and abuse them and take everything that they have at the end of the marriage, right? And it's tough because it's just words. We're still expecting men to take us for our word, and it's still kind of like unrealistic if you think about it, especially the kind of men we want. Because a pick-me and a simp don't go together. It's like oil and water, right? A pick-me can't date a simp. That just is what it is, right? We cannot date men who are pushovers. We cannot date men who can't lead. We cannot date men who are going to put our best, or emotions, pardon me. We can't date men who are going to put our emotions over the most logical solution. So we can't do that. Right? So what are we going to have to do? We're going to have to prove ourselves. We're going to have to put knee to chest. We're going to have to put ourselves out there. We're going to have to do everything that we can in our power to prove to this man that we are worthy of his highest title that he can give. And a lot of times, the feminist lies will tell us that, oh no, that's being too desperate. That's being a pick-me. Men are supposed to chase. Men are supposed to pursue. But in this current dating market, looking at the court laws, looking at how marriage is being treated, the contract, how that's being treated, we're going to have to go above and beyond to prove. Again, as I said, I always got to refer to this comment that I received. The person said, I came in the end, but I circled back to say, while many may not agree with how Simone Biles went about it, it is time to recognize that things have shifted. There are a lot of hyenas here doing the most, and because of it, men are going the other way and moving very cautiously. That said, it is imperative that women do a little something extra to make themselves known. Otherwise, you risk being left in the sea of bad apples. She said they matched already on the app, so she sent a quick message and liked some pics. I see this as letting him know she's interested. He reciprocated. That's that. Just food for thought. It is imperative, y'all, if you are an unmarried pick-me and you want a man who is a great leader, provider, protector, and teacher, understand that those men aren't pre-marriage in the West. Understand that those men are aware enough of the court laws, of the marriage system, to not sacrifice and get married in the West. So you are going to have to do a little extra to prove to them that they won't be making the biggest mistakes of their life. Again, it comes back to not being so selfish, not thinking that you're the table, that you're the prize, and a man should want to sacrifice to marry you just because you have a womb. It don't work like that. It is time for us to start using our common sense, and it's time for us to start thinking critically. As Corey said, marriage in the West ain't it. There is no hope for marriage in the West. There is no, like, men are seeing the laws and men are saying that this doesn't make no sense. If this woman can just leave me and take half of all I work for, if this woman can literally destroy my life, why would I even risk it? And then that would be very selfish of us to expect men to risk it without us proving that we're at least worth the risk. Showing up on a date thinking that you're the table is not proving that you are worth the risk. You're going to have to do something. You have to go above and beyond it. I mean, you're going to have to also swallow the harsh pill and acknowledge that there is a high possibility that men won't be preying you like that for marriage. Now, there are some men who are like, I'm willing to take the risk, but understand that more than likely, if a man is red pill aware, if he consumes content from the manosphere, he knows what's up, and he's not going to want to put that ring on your finger. So it is in your best interest to work strategically. But it's your girl, Chantel. Y'all leave your thoughts in the comments. Again, shout out to Corey. I will link the full video in the chat so y'all can go check it out. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care.